Time in YouTube and welcome back to No EXs, where today we are going to be featuring Vespiquen. That's right, one of the strongest budget decks currently going around. We're going to be running the Be Revenge and the Night March together in this little deck. So our main force is going to be Vespiquen. 90 HP. Its first attack is Intelligence Gathering for one colorless. It does 10 damage and lets you drop to 6 cards. So it's a very nice attack to come in handy if you're in a pinch. There's only 10 damage left on your opponent. You can draw it back up. But its main draw factor is Be Revenge. It's 20 plus, and it does 10 more damage for each Pokemon in our discard pile. And it only costs us 2 colorless energy, which is great. Our additional attackers are going to be Joltik and Pumpkaboo. Both are Night Marchers. Joltik is probably going to be the more dominant one because it only takes a DCE to get running. It does 20 damage times the number of Night March attackers in your discard pile. So we've got a whopping 12 of them. Joltik, Pumpkaboo, and Lampent all have Night March. Perfect for doing as much damage as we need to. And the final Pokemon in this deck is going to be Unknown, and it's only for its Farewell Letter. We're literally going to play it and then discard it. Now, what's great about this, though, is I can leave it on the bench if I don't need it, and I can save it for later if I desperately need it. Onto our items and our supporters. We have Battle Compressor, which is going to be huge. We have 4 of them in here right now, because the idea of it is to search our deck for 3 cards and discard them. This way, I can get those Lampents out, because we can't use them, get them out of the deck, into the discard, start setting up Night March early, and then we can set up Vespiquen late game. Mainly due to the fact that Night March, what happens with Night March, I find, is it powers up so quickly. Like, you can get these things off turn 1 or 2, you're doing 170 damage if you're lucky. Problem is, though, it caps out when everything's gone. Unlike Vespiquen, where she loves to get into the game late. The more in the discard, the better for her. So we want to use Battle Compressor and get those Night Marchers out of our deck as soon as possible. We're going to run 1 Professor's Letter because basic energy is a thing. You got to run it in case you run into like Aegislash or anything like that. And grabbing the basics is pretty essential quickly. So 1 Professor Letter is perfect. We do have a Super Rod in case we do have to discard a Vespiquen or a Night Marcher that we didn't want to. And if necessary, we can grab back an Unknown, throw it back in for an additional card. We have 2 switches to help us get in and out of bad situations, 4 Ultra Balls. And the reason we want to run these is you want to get rid of the cards in your hand. If I get an unlucky draw with a Lampent, I want to make sure I have an answer to get rid of it. Ultra Ball is definitely one of those answers. We run 4 VS Seekers, simply to get our 8 supporters. We have 1 Bridget, get those basics out, 1 Giovanni, 1 Lysander, 1 Pokemon Center Lady, and 4 Sycamore. I don't run any Birch, as I tend to want to discard a lot of my cards. That is completely up to the player basis. You may want to run a Birch. That way you can shuffle in your hand, but I want to guarantee I get 7 cards. The more cards I get out of every turn, the higher chance I have of winning early. And that is key for a deck like this. I run 2 Muscle Bands. This way I have the chance of doing more damage. And then our last bit is 4 DCE and 6 Psychic Energy. Again, this way I don't get stuck by any Pokemon that have those special energy problems. If a DCE gets dropped, I still have something to fall back on. So, now your question is, how well are we going to do today? Well, considering Night March is a pretty heavy threat, I'm hoping we take a couple wins tonight. So, without any further ado, let's get into a game. And our first game of the day is going to be against Oh No, A 0 and a... Oh, yeah, 0 and... I don't know. He's going to call this coin. We're going to see if he's going to go first or second. Anytime now. And we're going second, most likely. He's choosing if we're going to go first. Oh, he's letting us play first. Interesting play. We have a few answers. He has no basics in hand. He's playing a electric deck, so I'm assuming Raikou Magnemite, maybe? Who do I want? I'm going to play the Combi. I'm going to play the Unknown. I'm going to let the Pumpkaboo get sacked with a Sycamore. Unfortunately, I will have to lose the Vespiquen as well. Yes, please. Let me draw an extra card. Oh, and the Super Rod has to go too. That's not good. That's not good. Maybe I'm going to hold off a turn. Well, my first answer is to sack our Unknown. See if we can get anything better. We got another Vespiquen. Alright. Not really what I want. I'm going to energize Combi. I can't sack yet. There's no way I can sack right now. I'm going to pass the turn. At least this way I can get a Vespiquen. I can get rid of the other ones if necessary, like, depending on my next supporter. Unfortunately, I didn't get a great hand to start, which isn't a terrible thing. Now, he can't attack this turn, but he has Flash Energy, which means he has no weakness, which is fine by me. Now, there's our Battle Compressor. We're going to get rid of some of these Lampins out of our deck, so we don't have to have any of them kicking around. There's two, and I only have, oh, two of them are prized. Two of them are prized. Well, this is okay. I can just sack a Pumpkaboo. I will evolve into Vespiquen. And we're going to get rid of two more cards. So two more Pokemon go into the discard, which is fine by me. Gonna play another Combi. Gonna play an Unknown. I will Compressor again. I don't think I have enough in here to knock out said Mon, but we are going to definitely give it a try. You'll take out the Joltik. So that's 3, 6 Mons, 8 Mons. Muscle Band. Do I ditch a Vespiquen to get a Vespiquen? Ditch 2. We have... I'll grab an Unknown. I can send the Unknown to the discard pile for free and draw a card at the same time. I'm just trying to aim for that magic 170. He gives us the game. He gives us the game, folks. That was simple. It was easy. There you go. The power of Vespiquen, just putting the pressure on, not even dealing damage. And you see our opponent had to give the game quickly. Without further ado, though, let's get into a second game. Our next game is going to be against Hobsteru. They're playing a water deck. And I actually don't mind their coin. I haven't seen that one yet. We lose the coin flip again. That's not a problem. We saw last time. It was perfectly good for us. And they're letting us play first again. Now, I didn't get the best of hands here. I'll play the Pumpkaboo. I'm going to play the Unknown. We got a few definitely good answers to this one, though. I'm probably going to play the Double Colorless Energy. Play the Double Colorless Energy on the Pumpkaboo. We're going to Battle Compress, get rid of some of these Lampins that I don't need in here. Oh, we're already halfway through the deck and haven't even seen one yet. There's one. There's two. Our luck of getting these Lampins. There goes another Pumpkaboo. So there's 3 cards gone. Alright, let's just sack our hand. We can Night March next turn for sure. I want to Ultra Ball. I'm going to sack both Joltics. And we are going to get a Combi. Get that Combi up. I'm going to Farewell Letter. There goes an Unknown. Ooh, another double colorless energy. That's actually perfect. Do a double colorless again. Or, not double colorless. It's still turn 1. We have 20, 40, 60, 81. So another 100 damage, or sorry, another 20 damage on the next turn, and we'll be able to knock out this Articuno. There's the water energy drop onto the Articuno, and they can put us to sleep. Now that does suck, because we will lose some momentum if we fall. And we can't evolve, but we can switch, so we can still get some damage off. He's going to Fan Club, which is great. We're going to see a Regice and another Articuno. Most likely going to play both, which he does. Well, she does, sorry. We're going to go for a Chilling Sigh, so we're going to get to put to sleep, and we're going to stay asleep, which is not good. I think... I don't need anything from the discard, so I'm going to place an energy drop onto the Combi. I'm going to Ultra Ball away Combi and our... I guess I'm going with the Super Rock because I want the VS Seeker. And we're going to get a Vespiquen. No, not get a Vespiquen. I just realized we were going to sack our hand away, and I was about to discard it. I'm going to get a Pumpkaboo. There it is. We're going to play the Switch as our active. We're going to VS Seeker into Sycamore. Here's our buddy. He says, let's get some cards, but you got to give me everything else. Vespiquen is here! Ooh, lucky play. Alright. Still in business here. We're going to play an Unknown. We're going to go with that Farewell Letter. One more card to the discard. And we get Combi. Now, I'll play said Combi because it gives us a secondary attacker. Even though we do have Pumpkaboo still on the line. We're going to go with the... How much damage do we do? We do 20 plus 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110. We're not actually going to put you to sleep yet. Or, we're not going to knock you out yet. We're going to miss by 10 damage. 10 damage we're missing by. But still, 110 is not bad this early for this guy. We're still putting a lot of pressure on. He's got a lot of heavy energy needing Pokemon. Oh no, we lose the double colorless energy. Thankfully, we can just switch back into Pumpkaboo next turn thanks to Vespiquen's free retreat cost. We're going to see a VS Seeker coming back for that Fan Club. Going to play said Fan Club, and they're going to grab 2 more Pokemon from their deck. We're going to see 2 more Regice. So we're going to have to try and claim all 6 prizes in this game, most likely. They only need 1 more Pokemon to do so. And we're going to see, most likely, we're going to fall asleep here. Yeah, here's the Chilling Sigh. But we do wake up this time. We are going to place the other Vespiquen out. We are going to retreat into the Pumpkaboo. We're going to go with the energy drop onto the Pumpkaboo. And I'm more feeling like we need more cards. Energy's just not going to suit it for me. So we're going to play a Sycamore, get some more cards. Just be careful not to discard everything. I'll play the Unknown. Let's draw a card. I do plan to get rid of that Joltik out of my hand so we can do more damage. There's another Sycamore. I'm going to Ultra Ball that Sycamore away. We don't need it. The Lysander is definitely going to be more important. And we're going to grab an Unknown. Grab the Unknown, place the Unknown up, and go for that Farewell Letter. This whole while, we're still boosting Vespiquen for the next turn. We got 2 double colorless energies. I don't need anything more, guys. I'm all completely set up. So let's go for that Night March. We're going to knock out this Articuno. For 140 damage, we get our first prize card of the day, another Vespiquen. We're going to see the second Articuno make its appearance. Now, we're mostly going to see him start to set up Regice. There's a VS Seeker, so we're going to see another Fan Club. And they're going to look for 2 more Pokemon for this bench. What could you be looking for? What could you be looking for? A Regice and a Greninja EX. Well, unfortunately for you, we're most likely going to Lysander up that Greninja EX. Oh, he didn't play it. They didn't play it. We're going to stay asleep. Unfortunately, I have used up my switch for the turn. And I'm not going to energize any of our Vespiquens just yet. But I will Lysander out. I'll Lysander out one of the inactive Regice. This way we can't be put to sleep next turn. And I will skip this turn. We're going to stay asleep. Oh, jeez. There's the Professor's Letter, so they're going to get some more energies. Some water energy. And we're going to see 1 drop onto our Regice. Now, we need to wake up here. Oh my Jesus. There's a Bridget that I don't need. We need a way to get up. We need a way to wake up. We can't retreat. We can't do anything. We're going to end this turn. We're still asleep. 4 tails in a row, guys. My whole hopes of getting this Regice to let us wake up is actually starting to fall back. We're going to lose the double colorless on the Pumpkaboo. It's almost to the point we want this thing to be knocked out. I don't want to waste the DC on the Pumpkaboo if I don't have to. We're going to see the energy drop onto the Regice as he goes for the Ice Beam. And they're going to paralyze us now. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm just going to pass our turn. I want to make sure we can knock out this Regice when we can. And unfortunately, Pumpkaboo is going to have to get sacrificed to do so. It is very easy to set up a Vespiquen in 1 turn. With the Battle Compressor, with the Muscle Band and the Double Colorless Energy, we'll be set up ready to go. There goes our Pumpkaboo. It was unnecessary that we got so many tails from that Articuno's sleep. We're going to energize. And now this guy can, if he gets a Muscle Band, he can start knocking out my Vespiquens, which is not a good thing for us. We are going to Muscle Band. And we're going to go for that Be Revenge. We're going to knock out this Regice. There's 1 of 4 gone. Our second prize of the game is another Pumpkaboo. So all our Night Marchers are starting to make it into our hand. Now, is he going to lead the fully set up Regice? Or are they going to lead with the Articuno to try and put us to sleep again? They're going to lead to put us to sleep. That Stall War was great, and they're looking to try and set up that Greninja, I bet, in their hand. There's a Skyla. So we're going to see a trainer, and... is it just a trainer card? Yeah, it's just any trainer card put into your hand. What could it be? What could it be? Something to help boost these guys, I assume. Maybe that muscle band? We're going to need a VS Seeker for sure. No, Starling Megaphone. So our muscle band is actually going to be taken care of. Not that it really matters at this point, because I do enough damage to all the Pokemon that are currently in play. Oh my Jesus. We are still asleep. I'm going to Battle Compress and see if there's any switches left in this deck. Nope. Nope. Oh boy. I'm running into a sleepy situation here. I have to end the turn. We do wake up, but they can just put us back to sleep. Though they're not gaining any ground other than us losing. Like, we're going to probably deck ourselves out beforehand. This is probably where I would say a Birch would come in handy. You can shuffle your cards back in, keep yourself going a little longer, because they're definitely just stalling us out right now for time. We can knock them out one by one, but we need 4 turns of being awake to do so. Gonna go for that chilling sigh, put us to sleep. We're gonna stay asleep. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Like, can we not stay asleep? Once we get rid of this Articuno, we'll be in business. I shouldn't have switched it out. I should have taken care of it when I had the chance, and I blew it. This is my own fault. He's going to have 2 Regice completely set up, and I keep saying he, even though it is a she. I'm already sleeping. And I'm staying asleep. Oh my Jesus. There's nothing we can do. We finally wake up on his turn. Now, if we can wake up on our turn and be able to attack, we're still in the game. We're still in the game. I just have to make sure we don't fall asleep for another 2 turns. If he has us in 2 turns, there's no way we can knock them out. And I do think we've either used, there's 2, 3. So we do have 1 VS Seeker still. We do wake up! Thank you! Thank you! We have a Giovanni. I don't need it. We're going to go for that Be-Revenge, knock out this Articuno. Thank you! No more sleep conditions. Now we just have to deal with Para. There's the VS Seeker I've been needing. Actually, we haven't drawn our Pokemon Center Lady yet either. That might be in the prizes as well. Now he can go for the Resistance Blizzard, but that's not going to do too much since we're non-EX Pokemon. But the Ice Beam can hit us, like, yeah, they're going for the Ice Beam, going for that Para. And they get the Para! There isn't much I can do. I can't get out of the situation. Have we discarded the Center Lady? Have we discarded the Center Lady? I don't think we have. The Lysander's there. I don't want to waste this VS Seeker on grabbing this out to stall. But I might have to. Again, we have 1 turn left. If he flips 1 more heads on either of these 2, we will lose from decking out. We're going to see an Ice Beam come our way. Guaranteed. And I'm alright with that, as we still have the Vespiquen in the back. Oh no, they're just going to knock us out. And there it is. Vespiquen comes up. There's our Muscle Band. I will set up a Combi. We'll put up the DCE. We're going to go with the Muscle Band on the Vespiquen. Now, I do believe our 3 prizes are 2 Lampents and a Pokemon Center Lady. I need that Pokemon Center Lady to win this game. We're going to go for that Be Revenge. Knock out one of these setup Regice. Center Lady. Center Lady. Center Lady. Well, Switch is good. A Switch is still fine. I was wrong on the amounts. But I don't believe we have any more double colorless either. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Yes, we only have the one that's left on our Vespiquen. They're just going for the all-out attack. We're going to just simply evolve. They should have gone for that para, as I am not afraid to evolve here. And we will go for the E-Revenge, knock out this Regice. And I do believe we managed to pull this game back. Still no Pokemon Center Lady. They will knock out our Vespiquen here. But I do have another energy drop for our other Vespiquen. And we'll be pretty safe here. There's the Ice Beam to knock us out. But holding on one turn. Well, we have 2 cards still in the deck. 1 card after our draw. And we will take this game. There's our Pokemon Center Lady. You're late. They already died. Can you come back Thursday? We might need you then. We're going to go for the Be Revenge. We're going to clean up this game, guys. It was close. They definitely stalled us out. But even at the end of the game, stalling was not a factor. We still took the win. Thank you for watching, guys. 2 games proving that Vespiquen does have the power to outlast stall decks, can outlast some high damaging Pokemon. We know that these guys are good, and I hope that you guys enjoy Vespiquen and this deck as much as I do. But until next time, guys, time out.